Okay, kit builders of the world, back to the MS660 kit build. Since we were last together, I took some header tape and made a heat shield. I took some Durco and rubbed it on the base of the kit, and then applied my gasket. I believe I went over why on that earlier. That is not the gasket. This is the gasket that came with the kit. There's nothing wrong with it, absolutely. This is an older gasket, so for other reasons I'm going to use this gasket. That is the one to use. This one. Okay, so the first thing we got to do, oh, and I also put this grommet in place on the kit. Alright, so that's all I've done. So the step now is I've taken the use your words, Bedford, bearing, and slipped it in here, and I used some grease for the string trimmer head, gear grease, and rubbed it on it and stuck it in there. So now what we need to do is we need to put the piston in, and I've already got the rings on. And I have this pretty piece of tape on there, and that is to keep me from screwing up. Now, what we got to do is, you see this is up higher here, and so this restricts your access. So what I want to do is I'm going to put my circlip in here first, so that when it's mounted the right way, see, I've got the arrow pointing back here, and also I checked, and the pins are behind the arrow, and you want to just kind of double check that while you're at it. So I'm gonna insert the pin in here, the circlip in here first, so that when I push this through, it stops, and then I can insert the second circlip to hold it in place. Okay, so that's the plan. So what we'll do, if you can see, and for the price of admission, you need to see this. I'll set it there for now. So I have a video already of the 660 engine completion on YouTube. It's also got the pressure test. Now, I did everything by hand there, and on this, we're going to use this totally handy tool. And I'm gonna tell you that Chainsaw Conservation donated this, and I'll put a link to a store below in the more place above the comments. And so I'm going to use this to insert the circlip. And the way you do that is, you see this flat piece here, and there is a screw in there, and that rides along the top of the flat piece, so that you know that you've got it inserted correctly. There's a flat side here. I've only used this one time, so I'm a little clumsy with it. That's how you insert it. And put your pin on top, slide it in. Okay. Once you got it slid on, take it off and you see it's gone like magic. Take your flat side, stick it in here. Now I want to tell you honestly, doing this and it not being mounted is kind of hard. So if I screw it up, you can just laugh at me. Oh, it worked. And if you remember, went right in there, right in the right depth and everything. And remember, when you put your clip in, the opening of the clip can either be straight up or straight down. You don't want it to the side, okay? All right, so now reload our little handy dandy tool. Now folks, if you don't have this, remember, I didn't leave you out in the cold. There is a video showing you how to do this without this tool, so do not be disappointed in me. I'm not a sellout. I just love assembling this stuff, and that just makes it easy and cool and fun. Okay, so now I can take the tape off of here because I can't mess anything up. All right, and we're going to take our wrist pin and we're going to line this up. Okay. I'm going to push the wrist pin all the way in. And so we've got the clip in there, so it's not going to come through. And we don't want to put too much on those bearings down here, so we're gonna load that up. Okay, we've already got our circlip in there. So we'll lumber, folks. There she went. I just didn't push hard enough. That's so much simpler than the other way. Okay, so we now have the piston mounted. We're going to take some oil. Lube that up. Now we want to make sure that I should have done this already. Oh, crap. I forgot my squeezer. So we'll start all over. Okay, put the exhaust side to the back. I must have. I did. You got to hold them tight. Till the second one passes. Okay, we've got the intake side here, exhaust side here, so that's the way we want it. Then screw that up. And now all we gotta do is set it down, because we've already prepared the base. And when you put it together at this point, you don't have, I mean, you've got access to all 4 holes. You know, if you wait and you do your sides and it's harder to get to it. But not this way. And I've already got it lathered up real good with Loctite. I did that last night. Tight. I would not want to have done that with a okay, I can see I've got those started. Okay, yay. And I've got them started, so I'm gonna drill them down in some, so I don't have to do that all the way by hand. do it diagonally. And when you're stretched up on your tippy toes, it's just right. Okay, we have got the cylinder assembled.